Hello, brand managers, CMOs, and everyone in between. Welcome to Gen Z on Gen Z, the podcast that breaks down the generation so you don't have to. You got your favorite two Gen Z hosts today. I'm AJ.
And I'm Lilia.
And let's get into it.
We're really excited to get into today's topic, which is Gen Z's relationship with social shopping. But before we get into it, like we started our last episode, AJ, what has been on your For You page this past week?
My For You page and just all my feeds in general have been chaotic this past week.
Oh, okay.
First of all, one of my favorite things that the internet has ever given me is the Willy Wonka exhibit in Glasgow. For those of you who are listening, there was this event called the Willy Wonka Experience, and it promised attendees a magical wonderland of an experience through the chocolate factory, the Oompa Loompas, you name it. And pictures started to leak about what it actually looked like, and it was the Fire Festival of experiences. It was in a warehouse. There was one rainbow and a Party City.
Cardboard cutout.
Yeah, cardboard cutout. There was screaming children. The families had to call the police because
they were scared.
So scared of what was inside. They made a villain for Willy Wonka that didn't exist in the movies. It was just the most desolate, decrepit thing in the world, and it was hysterical.
It is I think the funniest thing I've seen on the internet in a very long time.
100%.
I have not laughed out loud that much from anything on my For You page.
And every time that I check, mainly X/Twitter, I always see a new angle of the event that wasn't shown before. It just cracks me up.
It's so good.
Yeah.
That's a good thing to have on your For You page.
Yeah, I'm thrilled about it. That's the main one. But I think other than that, I think with a lot of the music that's coming out this year, I've been seeing a ton of AI covers, people obviously getting excited about Beyonce, Ariana, Charli
lots
XCX,
of Beyonce
whatever.
on mine.
And it's them singing other songs. Miley Cyrus singing Beyonce's 16 Carriages.
Oh, which honestly ain't.
So good.
She should do a cover.
She absolutely should. It
Her
sounded
voice
flawless.
would be so good for it. Yeah.
Yeah. So I've been seeing a lot of that and enjoying all of it.
That's great.
So,
that all sounds very fun.
What about you?
What about me? What's been on my For You page? Honestly, it's been kind of embarrassing lately. I'm into spa ASMR before bed. I just watch people pretending like they're giving you a spa treatment.
Shut up.
And it's really silly. And it's literally just creators who ask you, do you want a pink facial or a blue facial? And they go like,
Do you respond?
No, I mean, I just listen. They just do it. They do a spa facial on you through TikTok.
I wish you would say out loud,
I want
blue.
this.
Yeah.
And then they do it. Yeah, that's the future of TikTok. But a lot of ASMR recently. A lot of ASMR. Just a lot of ASMR. But all that being said, now we can get into the good stuff. Let's chat about Gen Z's relationship with social shopping. And then for anyone listening who's like, social shopping, what is that? It's shopping on social media. Just pretty simple. But I've had people ask me that question, social shopping. We've done webinars on this, and I think people might think it's an event. It is an event on social media. You're shopping through social media, which is exactly what people have been doing on TikTok, Instagram Shop, Pinterest. I feel like a lot of platforms are now getting hip to making shopping as accessible and easy to do on social as possible, but TikTok Shop in particular.
Oh, 100%. And I'm happy that you specifically called out TikTok Shop because this might be a hot take, probably not, but that's the key driving force behind social shopping's eruption into the mainstream that we're seeing now. Because, it may not be the first social shopping platform, but it's certainly the one that Gen Z just cannot stop talking about for many reasons. But we're doubling down on that today during this specific episode. That's why it's crucial for marketers to understand the weight and impact of social shopping. It's currently just one of Gen Z's most preferred way of shopping, if not the most preferred way, for a myriad of reasons that we'll get into. And marketers need to understand how to use platforms like TikTok Shop to their advantage if they want to drive sales and build a fan base of loyal brand advocates across social. It's definitely twofold. And TikTok Shop is just collapsing the funnel in ways that we would have never imagined 5-10 years ago.
No, it's too quick, too easy.
Exactly. And because of that, it's a major opportunity for brands.
Yeah. With that said, today we'll talk through 3 key reasons why Gen Z loves social shopping so much: discoverability, convenience, and commission. And those 3 words might mean nothing to you right now, but in a few short minutes, they will mean everything. Want to kick us off, AJ?
It would be my pleasure, Lilia.
Period.
To set the scene, according to Global Web Index, 97% of Gen Zers say that they now use social media as their top source of shopping inspiration. So not only is the vast majority using it for just general life inspiration, they're also preferring it to online search for that very reason. Because according to TikTok themselves, 54% of Gen Zers say that social media is better than online search when discovering new products. And something I really, really resonate with just because of the algorithms and everything that you see specifically on TikTok. It's catered to you, and even just the creators that you love to follow and see pop up all the time, they're wearing a shirt maybe they don't talk about, but then in the comments, someone's like, where's that shirt from? And then you find a brand new store that you've never heard of before. And so in general, shopping inspiration is major, major, major on social media. And with that said, there's many reasons why they're obsessed with social media for discoverability in the first place, as opposed to just a Google or, one of those search engines. First being, according to New York Times, 69% of Gen Z love the video format given to them on platforms like TikTok. It just makes it beyond easy to digest and understand what you're looking at. They're also looking to TikTok for more relatable and personalized answers. I know many times I try to go into the deep, deep corners of Reddit to find what I'm looking for something personalized, and TikTok is just all there for you. So it just is something that Gen Z is really, really excited about when it comes down to social shopping. It's looking to social for these items or clothing or for home, whatever the category is. They want answers, they want them quickly, and they want them to be relatable to them. And TikTok is just known for giving you content that resonates with you.
Yeah. And TikTok in general is the new primary search engine. People are, like you mentioned, turning to TikTok instead of Google for even just getting their facts straight, which is funny. And I do it all the time, but people are using it as a search engine. And I completely agree. I feel like even just from personal experience at this point, just based on how accustomed I am to using TikTok, anytime I want to make a purchase, I vet through TikTok.
Yeah.
Even if I am going to go in a third party to purchase it, even if I'm not necessarily shopping through TikTok itself, which I do sometimes, but even if I'm not, I will go on TikTok, I will search the item I want, and I will watch all the videos that are under that category to get the different takes from it.
Right.
Even two days ago, my friend was showing me a new film camera he has just purchased. And then I was like, oh, what does it look like? And instead of going to Google Images, he just typed it on TikTok instinctively. And we just went through videos of the camera and the output. You could only get that from apps like TikTok.
Right.
So the discoverability there is just too convenient, and it's also just giving a more personal approach, because you can read reviews, like you said, on Reddit, etc., but you're hearing a human talk about a product, giving their candid thoughts about it if it's not sponsored. And if it's sponsored, you're still getting a demonstration, you're getting a try-on haul, you're getting all these things that a web page just simply cannot give you. And so that's why we're gravitating more towards using this as a search engine to discover products.
And to that point, I feel like, whenever I would go to Google to search a specific product, it always brings me to the brands page or something like that, which is great. I can read the reviews, but oftentimes it's just positive reviews or, the brand trying to make it seem really valuable and something you want to purchase. But on TikTok, there's that spectrum of the people that are excited about it, that are walking you through from top to bottom why you need this specific item. But then whether it's de-influencing or just the other people being, hey, I bought this, it was kind of expensive, don't do it.
Yeah.
Here's another alternative for you. And through that brings you to these brand new brands and products that you would have never found otherwise. Some of my favorite brands that I will ride or die for, I found not through the brand themselves, but from the creators either talking about them or from the comments being like, what is that?
Yeah.
And then, taking it from there. So TLDR, discoverability, major on TikTok as well as other platforms, but TikTok really leading the charge there.
Yeah.
And I think it's important now to talk about why that really resonates with us marketers and why it's important for our listeners. And the key takeaway there is just to get on TikTok Shop.
Yeah.
TikTok Shop, for those of you who are unfamiliar, I'm sure that many of you have seen many posts from TikTok Shop on your feeds.
Yeah.
But it's basically a brand new feature from TikTok that is constantly evolving that allows you to immediately purchase an item on your For You page without leaving the app. So it makes the shopping process extremely streamlined. And you can literally just go from awareness to conversion in a couple seconds. But we'll get into that in a little bit more detail later on. But the cool thing about TikTok Shop in general is that according to the Wall Street Journal, TikTok's US users spend an average of 2 hours on the platform daily. Crazy.
Insane.
Wildly surpassing Amazon's daily engagement of around like 9.7 to 10 minutes daily.
It's like incomparable.
Yeah, literally. It's just blows it out of the water. And this then creates that chance for brands to really enhance product discovery off the bat and convert interactions into those sales because your consumer is already there. They're on TikTok. Maybe they're not on it to purchase something immediately, but with, all the discoverability that's there for them, they're not averse to shopping.
Yeah, now it's become like a learned behavior. It's something to expect from your time on TikTok. I think we've gone through a transition from 2020 to now, where before advertisers were on the app, it was simply just for entertainment. And then advertisers, marketers started combining forces with entertainers, creating more, not even shoppable content at that point. It was more just branded content, as we know. And now we're in the next stage. To your point, we've gotten people almost primed to expecting this as a habit to exist while on TikTok.
Which I'm happy you brought up because that's actually validated by the data too. According to Insider Intelligence, 68% of Gen Z is anticipated to make direct purchases on TikTok.
It's a big percentage.
Which is huge. And I know, I've definitely spent my time on TikTok Shop. I'm sure you have as well.
100%.
Yeah. It's just
too much time.
Yeah, literally.
I have too many things from TikTok Shop. It's really bad.
What do you buy?
This week alone, I bought a really cute dress because they know based on the things I like through my other searches, corset dresses. So they give me this $20 dress. And of course, they're saying 50% off. It was not 50% off. It was just a $20 dress. And I was like, you know what? It's going to take 2 weeks to get here, but I don't even care because all I had to do was press 2 buttons. I pressed shop on the little ad and then pay with my PayPal.
Yeah.
Done.
And was that from a brand that you've known before?
No, I have no idea.
Yeah.
Vienna. I still don't know her, but I'm sure I'll get more ads and I will buy things.
For sure.
From Vienna. And that's the thing. It's like a lot of smaller brands too. It's not necessarily big brand names. Of course, they're on there. But to your point, I've discovered a lot of smaller brands through TikTok Shop because they just know exactly how to get you.
They do. And they're not going to stop.
They're not going to stop.
So with that said, obviously, Vienna had a very specific approach.
Such a specific.
They knew how to target and get people engaged in the brand. But in general, for brands that are just learning about TikTok Shop and trying to get their feet wet a little bit in the new feature, super important just to test and learn, see what works, optimize your content, test and learn again. It's a virtuous cycle that will allow these direct-to-consumer brands to reap the benefit of this major shopping behavior. There's no right or wrong way to do it or to promote your products on TikTok. It's a matter of listening to your audience and giving them what they're expecting from you and get them excited about learning about your brand or keeping those retained fans engaged through that type of content. So one specific example of a brand that just knocks TikTok Shop out of the park for me is Tarte. According to Glossy, Tarte's, I think it was around November 29th, they did a 12-hour live stream on TikTok that garnered around 25,000 viewers, but sold...
I remember this.
Yeah, it sold several hundred units. And of those sales, 70% of those shoppers were not following Tarte's TikTok.
That's so crazy.
They discovered it on the platform. And they were hooked and they purchased. And now Tarte has all these new brand advocates because of this one shopping experience. And not to say it's a one and done. Tarte's just in general, their TikTok Shop presence is exceeding TikTok's high 7 figures benchmark by about 50%. And they're seeing this halo effect across wholesale retail with a triple-digit lift on products featured in TikTok since mid-2023.
Wow.
Yeah. So not only are they... They're killing it. They're optimizing their approach. They're seeing what works. They're getting people engaged and they're seeing the benefits occur on and off platform.
Totally. And they didn't even, that's the thing about testing and learning is it is an element of risk. It could totally flop, but then the worst part is you learn how to optimize for the next time you try it. I think so many people can get deterred and fearful of, do we really think it's going to work? And if there is an insight that is proven for other brands that this has worked and it feels authentic to you, there's no reason not to give it a shot because the worst case scenario, is it doesn't work and you move on. The best case scenario is you're pleasantly surprised and you have a huge win like this with Tarte, and then you start establishing a new following with different buyers.
100%.
There's just the risk, I think, is worth the reward when it comes to this. And TikTok makes it so easy for merchants to partake in this. So it's not like you have these obstacles you have to move through in order to even get on TikTok Shop. They do make it fairly easy.
Isn't it a 24-hour
approval?
Right. It takes like 5 minutes to quote unquote apply.
They want people to be doing this.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Might as well just kind of take advantage of the ease.
Literally.
And speaking of ease, that's a really good segue. Our second little section here, convenience. Convenience is another reason of why Gen Z loves social shopping so much, which we alluded to in the past section. But again, me buying that corset dress, it was the easiest thing in the world. My money's already connected. I don't even have to pull out a card. They make it so simple. And it's really just how, TikTok made me buy it became so big. Mm-hmm. TikTok made me buy it because we saw that move into the mainstream, and it was an integral part of the app's experience. When you're first on TikTok, you're seeing that hashtag thrown around because creators are talking about a product. It was seen by another person. They say, TikTok made me buy it. This hashtag in general has over 77 billion views on TikTok. That number is so big.
It is larger than a single brain can comprehend.
It's 77 billion, over 77 billion. That's insane. It's legit an anomaly of a trend because it's totally restructured the shopping funnel on TikTok. Users jumped from awareness to conversion when influenced on TikTok pretty immediately, and it's pretty immediately skipping consideration, which I think is also a huge thing for marketers to take into consideration. Skipping consideration in general is something that I don't think a lot of people are used to because classically trained marketers, when we're, making our little fancy decks, we always want to consider a consideration component. But so much of TikTok Shop, you don't have to. It has eliminated a part of our thinking.
No.
Like, it's gone.
Seriously. And this was even pre-TikTok Shop when TikTok made me buy it really blew up.
Yeah.
So it was, you see that product. For me, I remember it was, or one of the many, but one was like a sunset lamp I saw on one TikTok, and the creator was like, look how cool this light looks on my wall. And I was like, I want my wall to look that cool.
Yeah.
Uber to Target.
Yep.
Got the lamp. Came back.
And put it on your wall.
Not a single thought went through my brain of, do I need this? Or what is this going to give me? I was like,
no, because you had been influenced. Consideration vanished. Yeah. And that's the thing. TikTok made me buy it now is in that 2.0 era where, to your point, before you would go, you'd buy it from a separate website or a store. But now, instead of that, we just go straight into purchase on the app.
We click one button.
And you're there. You don't even need to leave TikTok. You scroll, you watch, you buy, you scroll again, you watch, you buy, rinse and repeat. It is one of those things that I feel like when we talk about it, it feels dystopian. And then I get kind of scared, but then I've gotten so many cool things from it.
Right.
And so I'm not like mad about it. I definitely worry about my finances and just the spending habits it perpetuates.
Yep.
But it won't stop me from buying it.
Have you bought something on TikTok Shop that have been looking everywhere for this? I need this? Or is it always, that's cute? Because I have my answer to that.
I want to hear yours.
Not a single need is in the equation.
No,
here.
same. Yeah, I've never needed something.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are we saying the same thing? You've never needed something? It's never like solved a mystery for me.
Exactly. If there's, for example, there's Chatty, which is a lip plumper that's matte. That's technically, is branded for men, but it's unisex. And this influencer I used to follow is Chad, who created it.
Okay, Chad.
And I saw that and I was like, I've never once in my life thought I really need to purchase a lip plumper. And then I
bought it.
And yeah.
Are you wearing it right now?
I'm not. That's also another thing.
You're not using it.
Exactly. I'm just the thrill of TikTok Shop.
It is a thrill. It's an adrenaline rush.
Yeah.
I literally bought recently like a teeth whitening kit, and I have wanted to get my teeth whitened. I could use it, but
your teeth are beautiful.
Thank you. I have a good smile, but the whiteness could be a little brighter. But so I guess they heard me talk about it, something in the algorithm. I wasn't even searching it, honestly. I think they just know. But I got a whole kit. It was $50, which isn't bad.
Not bad at all.
But of course, I get it. And it's a lot of effort. Like, I have to put gel on my teeth. I have to wear it for 10 minutes. I have to put on a radiation light. I have to walk. Like, it's just a lot. And I'm like, what was I thinking? And I will probably use it again one day.
Yeah.
But it's one of those things you have to use for a long time. You never need it. It's never a need.
Well, and I think, too, kind of the last thing I'll say about this in this section is that when it comes down to how you promote this product, whether it's through, your brand yourself or it's from the creator and affiliate's point of view, if it's entertaining content or something that I am enjoying watching, my likelihood of purchasing it is so much higher. Because again, maybe the thought went through my brain once, oh, it'd be cool if I had a bracelet that, I don't know, what's a good example?
Lip plumper?
I need a lip plumper. And the content just didn't do much for me. I would never be like, oh, this is the opportunity. I'm going to get it.
Exactly.
If I'm hooked and I'm like, dope, this is my chance.
Then you'll do that double click and you'll buy it.
Yeah. Content is just as important as
the product itself.
The product, yeah.
Completely.
Yeah.
And clearly we're both suckers for convenience. But again, it's not just us. This is an entire generation. So with all that being said, a key takeaway for all our listeners is to really double down on education when it comes to promoting your products. So like AJ said, if we do it in a way that's demonstrative, if we do it in a way that's entertaining and incentivizing, you're giving your shoppers a reason to buy. I think a brand that does a really good job at this is e.l.f. Cosmetics.
Yeah.
I think they do a ton of educational tutorials of how to use their key products. They're showing beautiful product shots. They even turn into ASMR videos. They make it so delectable. Like, that's a word I feel like describes their content. It's just very crisp. It just hooks you in. And they also do a healthy mix of trend-focused and shoppable content to keep users entertained, but also adding in that shopping feature. So sometimes I'll even watch a video from them just for pure enjoyment. Like, I'm not even thinking to shop. And then I see the shoppable feature and I'm like, it's $3. I could buy it.
Yeah.
That's easy.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like a big lift. So again, make that the focus of not only relying on the functionality of the product, but how you can transition it into an entertaining segment on your channels.
Yeah.
And it's sure to incentivize people.
100%. And one example, too, that comes to mind for me was they posted this one video of a wing brush for their eyeliner. And the whole video, it had the shoppable content on, or the shoppable toggle to purchase the brush. But the whole video was one creator being like, you guys, I got this brush. I'm so excited to try it out. Let's see if it actually works.
Mm-hmm.
And seeing someone physically use this brand new product and seeing, first of all, just how good it looked. It looked fabulous. Giving the consumer that reason to be like, oh, if she can do it, I can do it too. And now I know exactly what to do when I purchase this brush for myself. Yeah. So that education, but that post in particular did a really good job of balancing that entertainment with the personable nature of that creator, just being like you were on a FaceTime call with them.
And that's what we like to call
edutainment.
Moving on.
All right. We talked about discoverability.
We did.
We talked about convenience.
We did.
Now there is a major piece of the puzzle that we have yet to discuss about why TikTok Shop is so popular amongst Gen Zers. And that thing is affiliates.
Oh.
So to back up a bit, there are 3 different ways that you can sell products on TikTok. There's through creators, there's through creators and brands coming together, and there's brands themselves. And each of them have their own benefits. So let me just walk you all through that really quick. When we think of creators, this is an influencer on their own channel promoting a specific product through TikTok Shop. Mm-hmm. And when they're the ones promoting this product, you get their engaged communities on their own channels engaged with this specific video. And the cool thing, too, is that anyone can technically apply to be an affiliate for a specific brand and be eligible to sell products and eligible for commission. So every time a creator sells a product, they get a cut of that.
It's lovely.
Which is amazing.
Yeah.
So that's creators on their own specific channels. But then sometimes brands will engage creators on their own brand channel. So think of a popular creator on at American Eagle promoting a pair of jeans. That's shoppable with TikTok Shop. And this allows you obviously to leverage that talent's recognizability to add credibility to your brand. And then lastly, There's the full brand approach, which is in-house content creation. Think like flat lays of the products or makeup swatches on your wrist or something that doesn't involve a face. And this allows you full creative control of that messaging. So each of these 3 different quote unquote ways to sell on TikTok have their own benefits, but really leaning into the creators and just creators and influencers at large is a really strong opportunity for brands because they're driving sales and pushing customers of their own volition because they have one key motive. And again, that is commission. Every time, again, that a purchase is made, they get a cut of the sales. So it's a win-win for brands and creators. And like we talked about in the last episode, we know that Gen Z is hungry for the hustle. They're trying to find that side gig to supplement whatever source of income that they're depending on. And this way of affiliate marketing is the answer for so many of them.
Very easy access.
Yeah.
And go ahead.
No, just like not only do you get product from the brands, but you get that cash.
You get that cash. And there's more. The incentives don't even stop there because you get the free product, you get the free samples. You can, as a creator, easily request and receive samples from certain sellers through TikTok Shop's like sample program. They give you an offer where they say, if you're going to partner with this brand, we will give you X amount of samples. So you get free samples. And a lot of people who are passionate about, let's say it's a beauty influencer, your whole life is to test product and you're getting free samples, big incentive. You also get sample coupons. Creators have the opportunity to receive sample coupons, allowing them to purchase products at a discounted price. Again, why wouldn't you want that? If you can't get the free samples, you get a coupon. And then lastly, you get collab invites. Creators can participate in invite-only collaborations that are aimed at promoting very specific products. So of course, not everything will allow you to have each and every one of these, but these ones usually offer creators a much higher commission rate. So between just even those 3 perks, there's so much incentive there for creators to want to participate in this. And I think a really cool thing about this program as well is you get creators at every level.
Yeah.
So if your brand strategy or your influencer marketing strategy is wanting to tackle nano creators or micro before getting to the macro, if you don't have budget for the big names, you can start again, back to testing and learning, test and learn with these smaller creators, have them, benefit from this. And you can even foster such healthy relationships. You watch them grow, you partner more in the future. It's just this really awesome, beneficial cycle for both, to your point, the merchants, the brands, and the creators themselves.
Yeah, 100%. And one brand that really sticks out to me that does an excellent job at fostering those relationships with those micro creators or even nano creators, getting more of them on the map is, I don't know if any of you heard of it. It's Lattafa Perfumes. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly.
I have seen ads.
It's that pink and chrome perfume that I've never heard of before.
Yeah.
But every video that I see, which is quite often, it's again from another creator I never knew of, or they have like less than 10,000 followers. And to me, it again is a fairly unknown brand. And what they do with these videos is they entice the viewers because yes, it's perfume you can't smell through a phone, but they have their affiliates like pretty much test it out for the first time on camera, which could go one of 2 ways,
Definitely.
Right? Luckily, each time, I don't know if they're fake or not, but they all love it.
I mean, if they're fake, they're the best actors in the world and they deserve Oscars.
For real.
They do eat this up.
Yes.
They don't actually eat them up,
Yeah.
but it's perfume. They would die.
That's true.
But they love the smell.
They're obsessed with the smell. And because of that, this is, again, a perfume that no one's ever heard of, or it doesn't have that brand recognition like, a Le Labo, a Tarte, whatever. But this perfume itself has sold over, at this point, 16,500 units on TikTok Shop.
That's insane.
Alone from, again, a brand that not many people have known.
Yeah.
But due to the power of this affiliate marketing and having these creators really speak truthfully about this product. And that's why, for me, I will always trust an affiliate's post over a brand's post.
Oh, it's the harsh truth, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's the harsh reality. And we're not here to lie to you guys. We're here to tell you the truth. And the truth is affiliates win us over just a little bit more.
So you agree?
I agree. Are you kidding me? Yes. I mean, all of our research indicates that if anything very branded comes off as an ad, or we know they're just, we're brands. We're going to try to sell. But if I see a face, a more humble beginning, a more humble person, someone who doesn't have a huge following, I know they're not getting paid that much to talk about this. So I'm like, more likely to believe them than, if a brand was posting. I totally agree.
Yeah.
I know brands will love to hear that, but that's just the reality. But also, guess what? It's not going to cost you that much, brands, to use affiliate programs.
Yeah.
So you're benefiting. It's a huge win-win on both ends of the spectrum.
Yeah.
But I trust them more.
I love that. I really love that.
So, that being said, that does conclude our episode on Gen Z's relationship with social shopping. Sad, I know, but I think we learned a lot. To recap, Gen Z is revolutionizing social shopping, as we've learned. They love the discoverability that social offers them, the convenience of shopping directly in app, and the opportunity to earn a buck or two from it. It's now up to brands to show up for them in ways that mirror this user behavior. So again, get on TikTok Shop, get on Instagram Shop, do what you want to do, and you'll see that funnel collapse right before your eyes. Again, using the programs that TikTok Shop and Instagram Shop are offering. I know we talked a lot about TikTok Shop. Instagram obviously has their own version of this. I think it's a lot easier and more mainstream to talk about the TikTok Shop of it all. But experiment, test and learn from the approaches you can take with these shopping features, whether it's trending content, whether it's usage content, whether it's talk to camera, storytelling. Like, there are so many formats that you can use to just see what fits for your brand. It's not a one size fits all. So you're going to fail a little bit, but you're going to learn from it. And then you're going to make some money off of it. And I think that's really cool. And people are going to get cool stuff because of it.
Period. And, just the last thing I'll say too is that TikTok Shop is in its baby stages right now. And the fact that it has this much excitement surrounding it and these many people selling with it and just talking about it, what it's going to look like in the next 6 months to a year to 3 years to 5 years, so on and so forth, is going to, I think, is going to just be like the core way to shop.
100%.
Like, online shopping comes secondary, IRL comes third. Like, when you think of shopping, you think of social media.
I completely agree. I mean, we're already seeing it happen now in these early stages. So funnel's collapsing, guys.
It's literally
take cover.
It's collapsing. So if you have any questions, thoughts, or potential topics you'd like for us to explore in future episodes, feel free to send us an email at genzongenz@Movers+Shakers.co. But till then, we'll catch you for our next episode, Gen Z's relationship with self-expression.
That'll be fun.
I'm excited for that.
I like expressing myself.
Me too.
Okay. Well, thanks everyone.
Peace.
Bye.